Norfolk Southern, or its reporting mark, NS. Headquarters located in Atlanta, Georgia, and Norfolk Southern was mostly found in the East Coast, hauling many kinds of freight trains across the U.S.A. system. But there's one thing that Norfolk Southern is really most known for, and that is the heritage units. But what people don't know, Norfolk Southern has 4 units that used to participate in the heritage units, but have been forgotten through time, and which here right now. Here's a video of the forgotten locomotives of Norfolk Southern's heritage units. For this video, we have 4 units from Norfolk Southern that participate in the heritage units. We'll be going order from the age, from old to new. Let's start off with the SD45. The SD45-2 is a 6-axle diesel-electric locomotive built by General Motors Electric Motor Division, or EMD for short. The SD45-2 was an improved version of the EMD SD45. Part of the EMD-2 line, the SD45 was an upgraded SD45, like I said earlier. Like the SD45, the -2 has the EMD 645E3 20-cylinder engine producing 3600 horsepower. The main spotting difference between the SD45 and the -2 was the long hood and the rear radiator. However, they weren't popular as much, as only 136 units were produced for 4 railroads, one of them being the Erie Lackawanna, and this is where our first engine comes in. Erie Lackawanna 3669 is a SD45-2 locomotive built in November of 1972. As well as the 13 locomotive models to be ordered by the Erie Lackawanna Railway. 3669, along with the other SD45-2s, had previously uneventful lives into small regular freight trains on the Erie Lackawanna system. That is until the year 1977 hits. In 1977, the Erie Lackawanna Railroad was merged into Conrail, and 3669 would be renumbered to 6654 and later patched up, but later to be repainted into the Conrail's iconic blue livery, and the unit pulls freight trains on Conrail until the year 1999 hits. 1999 is when Conrail was split up between 2 railroads, Norfolk Southern and CSX, with 6654 going to Norfolk Southern, to be renumbered once again to 1700 and later being patched up. Until later years, she was later repainted into the full Norfolk Southern's boring black livery, and nothing special happened until 2015. In 2015 of September, Norfolk Southern has repainted 1700 into its original Sorry. Let me try that again. In 2015 of September, Norfolk Southern has repainted 1700 into its original painting of the Erie Lackawanna, which is almost accurate to how it was back in the day. The only difference is the rear equipped. But however, many people doesn't find the engine as a heritage unit, and plus, Norfolk Southern did the heritage unit program back in 2012, and the engine was repainted in 2015. So, yeah. That's why it's not an actual heritage unit. Okay, after the SD45-2, I'm going to talk about a GB59 locomotive. The EMD GB59 is a full-axle diesel locomotive model built by also EMD between 1985 to 89. The power was provided by a twin-cylinder EMD 710G3A diesel engine, which could produce 3,000 horsepower. The locomotives shared the same common frame with the EMD GB60, giving an overall length of 59 feet and 9 inches, and featured a 3,700 US gallons fuel tank. 36 examples of this locomotive were built, including 3 demonstrators. Norfolk Southern placed the only order of the GB59 and also acquired the 3 demonstrators, which featured a aerodynamic cab. And this is where our second engine comes in. 4610 was a GB59 locomotive built by EMD in November 1989 as the only order of GP59s to be replaced by NS. She, along with the other GP59s, would be hauling freight trains along NS's system until when the locomotive was repainted into the Southern Railway's paint scheme, which it was a fallen flag when merged with Norfolk Southern in 1982. She would participate in many excursions and even paired up with steam locomotives such as the 4501, 1522, and the 611. At the Norfolk Southern's excursion program, she would later continue hauling freight trains while wearing the Southern Railway paint scheme. She would even participate in many events and also go to different railroads to see each Southern Railway steam locomotive. But in 2012, she was repainted into the black livery but with the Operation Lifesaver decals in order to make way for Norfolk Southern 899, the Southern Railway Heritage Unit. She would continue hauling freight trains until she was rebuilt into a GP59 Eco and renumbered to 4663, and before being renumbered one last time to 6663, in which the engine is still out on the main line to this day, last spotted in January of 2024 as of the making of this video. Alright, after the GP59 locomotive, the next one will be the EMD SC70 Ace. And this is the last EMD locomotive, I promise. The last one will be a G-Bow, so stay tuned. The SC70 Ace is the successor to the SC70 Mac, with design changes to comply with emission standards. The engine is fired with a 50% lower internal pressure to improve emissions and features fewer internal components in the inverter. The SC70 Ace is equipped with EMD 16-710-GTC-T2 prime mover, rated at 4,300 horsepower. In total, 19 railroads had purchased these SC70 Aces, with Norfolk Southern taking in 135 units in 2011. And this is where our third engine comes in. 1030 is the SC70 Ace locomotive built in October 2011 as one of the 175 units being owned by NS. 1030, along with the other Aces, will continue providing freight service until 2012, where it's Norfolk Southern's 30th anniversary. During the railroad's 30th anniversary, the 1030 was tasked to take the 20 heritage units to the North Carolina Transportation Museum in Spokane, North Carolina to display all the engines. Why did they choose 1030? Well, it's an obvious reason. Because the 1030 has the number 30 in it, and it's the railroad's 30th anniversary. So that's why they chose the 1030. After 1030 took the heritage units to the North Carolina Transportation Museum, Norfolk Southern did something different to the locomotive's number board. You see, Norfolk Southern had decided to change the locomotive's numbers on top of the number board from 1982 and 2012. The reason why they did this is to signify the 30 years of service in the country. It stayed like that until the end of the event, and the locomotive was eventually returned to service. It did have its original roll number back on top of the number board, and as of making this video, the engine is still on the main line to this day, as last spotted in September of 2023. Alright everyone, we are now down to our last locomotive, a G-Bow this time. And this engine has a controversy start, and plus, I'm gonna have someone to explain this engine, and so, let's go on with it.
The Evolution series is a line of diesel locomotives built by GE Transportation Systems, initially designed to meet the U.S.'s EPA's Tier 2 locomotive emission standards that took effect in 2005. The Evolution series is a direct successor to the GE-9 series. One of the Evolution series locomotives we'll focus on is the ES44AC, having 4,400 horsepower, the model's V12 engine, and having 12 cylinders. In total, all Class 1 railroads purchased these models, with Norfolk Southern taking 166 ES44s as part of the first batch in 2012. This is where the last unit comes in. 8104 was built in February 2012 at General Electric's Erie plant in Pennsylvania. It was selected along 9 other units to participate in the Norfolk Southern Heritage Year program. It was chosen to represent the Lehigh Valley Railroad, with the locomotive being a dark red livery, yellow lining, and white stripes to reference most of the railroad's algos. When 8104 got its paint job, something was quite wrong when it was outshopped on April 24th, 2012. The paint that A104 got was nothing like the Lehigh Valley represented. The paint was inaccurate, like the imperfection of the nose logo, flag on the side, lack of white stripes, and the red frame. This locomotive led to controversy from many railroaders, telling NS how the paint was nothing to how the railroad was seen. When Norfolk Southern received the criticism from them, they didn't waste any time getting the engine back to the paint booth and gave it a better makeover with the most accurate results of how the railroad's locomotives were seen back in the day. Today, the A104 continues service with NS, hauling freight trains across the rail network of Norfolk Southern to this day as of 2024.
And that's the wrap up of the forgotten locomotives of Norfolk Southern's heritage units. I would love to give a shout out to Vian, the rail fan and animator, for helping me out talking about A104's short but controversial history. Make sure to go to his channel and subscribe. I'll be featured in one of his videos as well, so look out for that. I'll be playing more documentaries in the future and I would love to share them with you guys. But if you have a documentary that you have in mind, don't be afraid. Just tell me what it is and then I'll do that for the next video. And so, I'll see you guys later.